calculator allowable items on AP exam. So again, first of all, you need to make sure you're in radians function mode because we do have calculus BC students that will put it in parametric and polar modes. We will set up our calculators the day before the test and nobody else will touch them. Okay, so I will have a pile in my little box over here that says no touchy. So they are all ready for you to go. All right. Okay, so we're going to look at 2012. We've already seen this problem this week, I believe. 2012 number 2. We're just going to run through an intersection calculation and an integral calculation. Okay, so when you get a calculator allowable question, the first thing we want to do is put our functions in the calculator. And so we have ln x and 5 minus x, right? Put them in. Now, make sure they're typed correctly. You do not type them again. Right? That's the only time you're going to type them in because sometimes they're really nasty polynomials. Okay, to find the, I think part A is find the area of R. Right? We need to know the intersection here, right? So, second, calculate an intersection. ln x, there's 5 minus x. Okay, first curve's ln x, enter. Okay. Why aren't you working?
I'm like 1 over 4.
Oh, that's why. It's not defined there. Okay, and then second curve, 5 minus x. And you get your intersection. Make note of that number. If you want to, you can store it. You know how to store? Okay. See that little STO? If you hit store, then alpha A. And hit enter.
Wait, why? Does it have a, yeah, it's an error.
Show work. Okay, let's try this then. X store to alpha. Okay, there we go. You have to go to the home screen to do it. So go to your home screen, hit the variable x, store it to A. And you can actually write that on your test.
Wait, X arrow 8?
X store alpha math. And it will put this in your memory. So you don't ever have to type it again.
I just got an error again.
Okay. So go do your intersection again, Randy. Quit out of that screen, then do X store A. Okay, so we are not typing functions again nor numbers, right? Okay, for the area of R, we need to do an integral, right? We will then do math, fine. From 1 to what? Yeah, alpha A. You don't have to type it. And it's like 7 or 8 digits long. You don't have to type it again. Okay. And then you're here, alpha trace y1. Don't have to type it. Okay. And then dx, right? plus your other one, A 2, 5, and alpha trace y2 dx. And you're good. Okay, less chances for error. You can, if you want, you have to write this integral on your exam. Okay? If you put A equals 3.69 yada yada yada, you can actually write 8 and 5 on your test. As long as you've referenced that A is that number on your exam, written it out, you can write this out. You can put y1 and y2 if you said y1 is ln x and y2 is 5 minus x. So, there you go. So it simplifies a little bit, less errors, right? So there's intersections and intervals. You good with that? Use that if you need to. All right. Let's look at derivative. Yeah. I think we've probably seen this problem as well. The gravel plant, processing gravel. Okay, so what's the first thing you do when you get to this? Then I suggest you can put it in Y3, so you don't erase these in case you need to go back to that other problem. Okay, keep them there. We're going to do 90 plus 45 percent x squared over 18. Okay. All right, part A. Calculate G prime at 5. Math 8. D over dx, and what was our function? Y3 at x equals 5. Got it. Yeah, so, and I've shown you the Y3, Y1, Y2, Y3 thing. Just obviously you didn't remember, so.
Yeah. I know, I was trying to learn how to do that. Yeah, the test and I'm saying.
Yeah, alpha trace. So there's a derivative, right? All right, let's look at one more derivative style problem. Just to make sure we're good. Okay, we're going to look at D. Okay, you have a particle. Here's the velocity function. Okay, so I'm going to type it in. For D, the particle changes direction exactly once. Find the position at that time. How do I find where the particle changes direction? You're given velocity. Or positive to negative. Because velocity sign is a direction indicator. So we're going to look for a 0 of this function. So I'm going to put it in my y equals, I'm going to put it in y4. So 2 sine e make sure you arrow over out of the exponent on the mistake, right? Plus one.
If you have to like go back in and add something, how do you do that without like erasing what you're writing?
Second, insert. And it will put whatever is in front of where your cursor is. So second, delete is the insert function. Okay, yeah, time
That's
saver.
why I do that the other day. I was like, okay, someone
All right. Okay, from 0 to 6, the particle changes direction once. Right there, right? How about if you want to inactivate graphs, highlight the equal sign and enter. So if you want these not to show up, put your cursor on the equal sign and press enter.
Oh,
And then the graph will just be the function you want. So we're just going to calculate a 0 here for the direction change, right? Because this is velocity already. It's the derivative. So second, calculate 0. Do your left bound, right bound, and yes. And you have your 0. So that's where the particle changes direction between 0 and 6. Okay. And in general, if this is a derivative, what would that be, a max or a min? Maximum, because it's positive to negative. Over a 0, right? Okay. Good.
Picture distracted.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so those are the big items for calculators, right? The other one is graphing it in a viewing window. That's completely legal, right? You can do all sorts of things with the calculator, but you always have to show your work, unless it's an integral, a derivative, a 0, or graphing it. Those are the 4 things that will allow you to write a problem, write the answer. So if it's a calculator, okay, you have an integral, make sure you write the integral out on a free response, put the answer, good to go. Okay. I do want to make sure you're good. What's the value of that function at 0? 3-ish, right? Well, how about we make it easy? Calculate a value. X equals 0, 2.682. Might be useful. Okay. That will allow you maybe to find a y-intercept if you need it or something. Right? I think, make sure that's it. I'm gonna list the stuff here. Okay, so there you go. Practice that. Tell your classmates